Hi, Aman.
Hello there, Omkar. How are you doing?
Hi, hi. Am I audible properly?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, we'll just wait for a few seconds. Sachet is coming in.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Mumbai Indians versus Rajasthan Royals. Excited for this one?
I'm worried because we have won just one match in the last six matches we have played against them. So a bit worried because since 2018, the Rajasthan's come back after the ban. They have outplayed us. They have been a dominant side. So, uh, but today's scenario, we can say that we can win them because they are having just four overseas players. Bander Hussain has just joined them, but he's in mandatory quarantine. So I would like to say that we have to win this match. It's a much needed win for us so that we can go ahead with the because our next match is against Chennai Super Kings. So we have to got the momentum to defeat them as well. They are the table toppers right now.
Well, they are the table toppers, and it has, as you mentioned, a bit. It has been a bit hard for Mumbai to play against them. But with their players and players gone, the main players who have been very effective against Mumbai, do you think it would get a bit easier for Mumbai to make things right?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, our middle order batting hoax is still going on. So need to get rid of it in this match itself because apart from Chepak, if you see the yesterday's pitch at the Firozshah Kotla was a
Hi.
very good pitch to bat. We all know. Hi, Sachit.
Hi.
Hi there.
Sorry, there was a bit of a network issue, but here I am.
No problem. No problem. Let's get started, guys. Here we are again with another double header today on this beautiful Thursday. This afternoon, locking horns are Mumbai Indians against Rajasthan Royals. Now, if you guys have been looking at the points table, then you definitely know how miserable it has been for both the teams, not just one, but both the teams. But there's always support from their fans that makes them perform a bit better in every game. And today, to give out their support to their respective teams, we have Omkar, supporting Mumbai Indians and hoping for them to make the climb to in the points table. And for Rajasthan, we have Sachit, who would definitely like the team to get this win.
Certainly.
Hello, guys. Now it's great to have you here.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Well, you see,
Yeah, good to be
Mumbai
back.
Indians.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you
go
see,
ahead. Go
Mumbai
ahead.
Indians are returning back after a 6-day break and at the back of two consecutive losses, into which the powerful start they had in the IPL 2021, is on a bit of a shaky footing, sorry, right now. And they are set to face Rajasthan Royals, who are also placed poorly on the points table as well. But as far as the Chennai pitch is concerned, the Mumbai Indians are not gonna see them again in the league stage at least. But it's not over yet, because it's Delhi's Arun Jaitley Stadium where they have to play the next four matches. This ground also hasn't been much liking to for the Mumbai Indians team. I mean, I suppose it's a bit similar to what Chennai pitch has.
No, I don't think so because the yesterday pitch we saw again the match between CSK and SRH, the pitch was supporting the batters as well. So if it is the same pitch, it will be very much beneficial for us because it will be a boost for us so that our players can go out and express themselves, especially our middle order who is not performing really well. Ishan Kishan, the Pandya brothers and Karen Pollard really want them to score runs for our team so that we can defend our trophy as well.
Definitely, it's gonna be if Mumbai Indians wins this time, it's gonna be a triple trophy this time. Well, as for Rajasthan, what do we say? Things have taken the turn for the worst for as their two star players, Ben Stokes and Jofra Archer, are out due to injury. They left, and other players such as Andrew Tyle, Liam Livingston have had to leave the IPL due to personal reasons, we could say. RR will definitely have to rely on their young Indian inexperienced players to get a lift from here on. They had a great performance against Kolkata Knight Riders in the previous game. It was a much needed boost for them as the challenges will be different from on the slow natured wickets of Delhi. Well, let's get started then. I have a question for you, Omkar.
Yeah.
How will Mumbai do on today's pitch?
Yeah, look, as I mentioned earlier as well, the pitch, the day pitch at the Kotla is a bit in favor of the spinners, but it's not bad as the Chepauk pitch we saw in our first 5 matches. So I would say that the batsman will get a benefit of it. Like it will not be at hard for the batsman to not score like 150 or 140 or 130s. I expect a 170 plus score like yesterday, and we have got a good bowling lineup. Our bowling has been doing really well. So we can say that a batsman need to make the most of it so that we can put a decent total on this pitch.
Definitely you can put Mumbai can put a decent total on the pitch. They have what it takes to do that. As for Rajasthan, Sachit, how do you think Rajasthan Royals are going to handle them at this new place?
I think they're doing a pretty good job so far. They have, I mean, they've won the last game. They made a brilliant comeback after two losses in a row. So I think if they continue to have that momentum, then I think they can make the best out of the situation.
Well, you see, Mumbai has a habit of going with slow starts. I mean, but this time it's not much of what we are used to see. They lost the games they should have won. Rajasthan has a bit of problem with the players and stuff, but as for Mumbai, there are no
Yeah.
reasons they can give for what their for their performance. Well, moving on, the one side has been problem for Mumbai during the successful recent period has been Rajasthan Royals. Since 2018, RR have got better of Mumbai in 5 out of 6 games in head-to-head. What are your views on that, Omkar?
What can I say now? We didn't expected RR to dominate as such since the return in from 2018. In 2018 and 2019, if you see, we have totally outplayed by only one man, that is Josh Butler. His two knocks of 90s, it has been really havoc for us. So we need to get rid of him today's match because it's a must win for us if we have to make the playoffs, and our next match is against CSK. So we have to get the momentum against CSK because they are the table toppers right now, not the CSK like 2020.
So this,
So need to appreciate them.
well, as Sachit, same question for you. I mean, RR has always have an upper hand since the last 6 matches. So do you think you would be able to maintain that in this game?
Of course, of course. I think they've always had the advantage. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Mumbai Indians for giving us Josh Butler because he's been our key to winning all matches against Mumbai. So I think, yeah, of course, I think with the players that we have right now and with the momentum that we've gotten from the previous match, I think we obviously still maintain the upper hand and hope we continue to do that as well.
Well, yeah, Rajasthan is the only one who has a positive win-loss record against Mumbai Indians. So I'm sure this will be a boost for the players, the Rajasthan players. Well, now we are coming up to the matchups. One of the favorable matchups for today is Shreyas Gopal versus Quinton de Kock, and it's for you, Sachin. Shreyas Gopal has considered only 18 runs in 28 balls. You think he will be in the playing 11 today?
I think they should bring him in place of Jaydev Unadkat because Delhi favors the spinners more than the pacers. And Jaydev Unadkat went wicketless in the last match. So I think bringing in somebody like Shreyas Gopal would help them a lot. So yeah, I think they should bring in Shreyas Gopal because he also has a good record against almost every Mumbai batsman. It's not just Quinton de Kock. And if we're talking about Quinton de Kock, well, for Shreyas Gopal to bowl to Quinton de Kock has to survive the power play, which he hasn't been doing for a while now. So if he does that, then I think we'll be able to see a matchup between them.
Or maybe Sanju Samson just might, promote Shreyas Gopal in the power play.
Well, that can also work. I mean, like Quinton de Kock has only scored 18. That's only going to slow them down. That's only going to slow Mumbai down. So I think that's also a good option.
You guys also have options like Markande and Karyappa.
I think Markande is a 50-50 option right now because if you think about it, Markande does have an advantage with the Mumbai batsmen. He had played with them for a while now. He's played for about 2-3 years with Mumbai Indians, so he knows the batsmen well. But if you think about it, even Mumbai know Markande well because even they've played against him for a while now. So it's a 50-50 option. You can't bring somebody like him at this stage because you're playing the defending champions. They're also playing pretty well. So bringing in somebody like that would be risky. Instead, go for Shreyas Gopal, who already has a good record against the Mumbai Indians.
Well, no risks right now needed. Already have a lot. Well, Mumbai, Omkar, Jasprit Bumrah has a good record against Josh Butler. In 30 balls, he has considered 32 runs against him and dismissed him thrice. Do you think we see that action again from Jasprit Bumrah?
Yeah, man. Jasprit Bumrah needs to get rid of Josh Butler because he's the only guy who can do it for us. Because also we have got Trent Bolt as well. So anyone, either Bumrah or Bolt, will get rid of Josh Butler. But if Bumrah has a good head-to-head record, then it will be good to see Bumrah doing it for us for knocking out Josh Butler.
And talking about Bolt as well, Bolt and Bumrah both have a good record against Sanju Samson as well. They have been able to keep him quiet as well. So I think this opening partnership is going to be really important for
May
Rajasthan.
I add to that?
Yeah, sure.
The bowlers have a good record against Sanju Samson, but if you look at the stats, Sanju Samson is the leading run scorer between these two teams. Whenever they faced each
Yeah,
other, Sanju Samson is the leading run scorer. So the numbers don't matter here. Sanju Samson is obviously has the upper hand.
You're
he
saying
might be the leading run scorer, but you all know Sanju Samson. He plays one game, then he goes out for 5 games. So we have got the upper hand.
I mean,
Acha.
last match was he gave a glimpse of what he can do in the last match as well. The 41. So you never know.
Yeah, but we have got Bumrah and Bolt, so it will not be easy for you, Sanju Samson as well.
Certainly, that
Definitely
that
not
I
easy, and
can.
definitely it won't be easy for both the teams, both the players, to go against each other because everyone going to be, like in a winning form for this match. Both the teams need the points. Omkar, I have a question from you from Shubham. Do you
Yeah,
think that the reason why RR have dominated MI is that they have batted second in all the 6 matches?
yeah, you can say so because 2020 is all about chasing. Win the toss and bowl first. If it's a batting track, and RR has played at Jaipur and Wankhede, so we all know they are batting friendly tracks, and also in Abu Dhabi last year. So we can say that RR has the upper hand, but only RR has upper hand because of none other than only one man, I can say, Josh Butler, no one else.
Okay, just not adding anything to that. It's fine.
I don't need
Well,
to. We'll see in the match.
yeah, well, that was a gift from Mumbai. Okay. So Sachin, only 4 international players to play with. Most of the top players injured. A young captain now. How are things looking for Rajasthan overall?
Uh, Obviously, it's a little difficult for them because if you see the four foreigners that opted out of the tournament were extremely important as well. So that puts them on the back foot right now. But then again, that gives the four foreigners that are available a lot of importance. And I think Sanju Samson as a captain, he's been doing a pretty good job. First match, he showed a bit of he wasn't that good in the first match. He showed a bit of inconsistency, but after that, he did a pretty good job. Inexperience in the first match, but then after that, he did a great job. So I think he's been improving every match, and the four foreigners that are there in the team, they're doing a pretty good job as well. They've become an important part of the team. So I think not losing them is Ara's priority at the moment. And if they don't lose them, if they don't lose them to injury or anything, I think they're doing pretty fine for now.
Definitely. I mean, you also think there are only 4 foreign players left. Sanju is obviously a rookie as captain, but he's a great player, but rookie as captain. So I don't think they have any pressure coming from anybody else. यार अच्छा खेलो, वरना replace हो जाओगे or anything like that. So
That's
I'm
fair.
sure they're gonna give their all in this match. They're gonna give their best in this match. Is back at you, Omkar. Losing their last match against Punjab, which they could have won. I think Mumbai could have won that match. Where did it go all wrong, and how will they make sure to make it right in this game?
Actually, we almost lost the match in the first 10 hours because we saw that Ishan Kishan struggling with his form and Quinton de Kock also struggling. So it was just Rohit Sharma and Surya Kumar Yadav show once again at not a par score but actually a decent score. And we were totally outplayed in all the three departments like KL Rahul and Universe Boss dominating us. Bolt and Bumrah going wicketless in that match. So what can I say of that last match now?
Well, the bowlers have to do well. I think Punjab lost only 1 wicket last match.
Yeah,
And
that was taken by Rahul Chahar.
yeah, Rahul Chahar has been good. He has definitely been good, but the other bowlers have to step up as well. Because yesterday we saw what SRH went through with the bowling lineup. Rashid Khan
Yeah.
took all 3 wickets, and well, nobody else was there to support him. it was like a lot of pressure on Rashid Khan as well. So I think the bowlers need to step up as well for the Mumbai game. Well, Sachit, the kind of innings we expect from Sanju Samson, you were mentioning that before. One of the RR fans were waiting for the last match innings. That's what we expected from him. I mean, it wasn't a very explosive one, but a sensible one as a captain. Your views on that?
I think he played a very responsible knock. We had been missing his responsibility itself in the past two games when he just kept throwing away his wicket. But I think he took responsibility, understood his importance in the team, and he played a brilliant knock. And if you see, if once he started playing that way, everybody that followed him played a brilliant knock as well. So he provides that confidence to the entire team, to the entire batting lineup. If Sanju Samson plays well, then the entire team gets enough confidence to come in and express themselves better. So I think that's all he has to do. He has to take responsibility and keep playing the way that he did in the last match. And if he does that, the entire RR batting lineup would do a brilliant job as well. Because it's the
Yeah,
captain of the team playing such a good knock, then I think even the entire batting lineup would get confidence from that and play well.
I think that's the same goes for Mumbai as well. If the captain does really well, the entire batting lineup would be in a lot of
That
confidence.
hasn't been happening though. Rohit Sharma is getting 40s very consistently, and you've seen the middle order of Mumbai.
Middle order, yeah,
Yeah, he needs to score
well,
tonight. He
we are
needs to
coming to
get his
that.
hitman mode back.
We are coming to that. A very important question for you, Omkar. It's with Hardik Pandya not available to bowl. Am I playing a bowler light? If Hardik is playing a pure batsman, they need to relook at the balance of the team, and also do the Pandya brothers need to be rested?
Yeah, we in last game we played with three overseas because of it was in Chepauk. So I today feel that we will play with four overseas. I guess I feel like Jimmy Nisham should make his way into the playing 11 because of he can bowl well and also he can balance the middle order as well, which is being going a bit slaggy for us. And also I would really love to see Chris Lynn back because he was the top scorer of in our first match. In the very first match he played for MI. Last year he didn't get any single match, so would love to see Chris Lynn and Jimmy Nisham back in the 11.
And who do you think would be replacing the Pandya brothers? It's hard to, I mean, it's Hardik Pandya and Krunal after all. They are really good hitters. Krunal is also a bowler as well. He's going to be bowling. But if I mean, they haven't been playing really well. Match resting and stuff. Do you think that would work?
Look, the Pandya brothers are have contributed very well for MI since 2015, and we can say that they have playing decent games in the last season as well. So for Hardik, if he's not bowling, so we can bring we can bring Nisham and Pollard as well. And if we have got two spinners like Jayant Yadav and Rahul Chahar, so we can say that it's a right time to bench Krunal Pandya so that. We can get the momentum as well. See, because backing players is also important. It's not like you should just drop your player after one game. But if you see the inconsistency which Kunal Pandya has showed, and also Hardik Pandya, so dropping either one of them would be good. We can bring and fourth overseas player, so it will totally balance the side.
Well, that's a good option. Well, moving on, Sachit, sorry. We talked about Josh Butler being a gift from Mumbai Indians, but is his form a concern right now? Because the last match he went for an 8, and in the last match I think it was 5 runs. So I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, definitely his form has been a concern, but I think he just lacked support from the other end. Manan Vora was throwing away his wicket, and because of that, Josh Butler got into a bit of pressure. But now they brought in Yashasvi Jaiswal, and he's done a pretty good job in the last match. So I think that eases the pressure of Josh Butler because you've seen what he could do. I mean, even in the CSK match, he scored 49. So he's capable. He's still capable of absolutely destroying the opponent's bowling attack. I think he just lagged support so far, and I think now that Yashasvi Jaiswal has come into the team and has played well, he will get that confidence and he will definitely make a good comeback this match.
Definitely, I mean, Yashasvi Jaiswal has been doing good. He has only played one match, I suppose, but yeah, he did good. A player जो यार साथ में टिक सके, it's a really important one.
Definitely, and I
Well,
mean, if you've seen RR, they've been struggling to get even 40 runs in the power play, without losing a wicket. The top order has absolutely collapsed. So now Yashasvi Jaiswal brings in a bit of balance there. So I think that's a really good positive for RR. Somebody like Yashasvi Jaiswal bringing in a bit of balance. Last match they got to 40 at least without losing a wicket. So I think that's so that's a
that's a good.
positive. I think they can work from there. So that's definitely something really good for Rajasthan.
Definitely, man. Well, there's a question from the comment section. It's from Mithilesh. It's for Omkar. Suryakumar Yadav got a decent start this year, but not able to convert that into big innings. Is this a worrying sign for MI?
Look, Surya Kumar Yadav has scored really well in the Chepauk leg. Like he struggled in 2 matches and he scored a good decent score like one half century and one 31. So looking at his form, like the way he played at the international level, he's got the confidence. And today's pitch, if it's like the yesterday's pitch, so he will get going definitely. The Surya Kumar Yadav is very important player for Mumbai Indians. He has been a match winner for us since 2018. Expecting the same, which what he has done in the past as well.
Well, I mean, yeah, explosive batsman. He gives a good start to the team. Last time Ishan Kishan was promoted before him, and everyone was baffled. I hope Mumbai are
Yeah,
not thinking of something like that again this time as well. But well, talking about experienced international player, we just talked about Joss Butler, and here from Mumbai we have Quinton de Kock. I mean, Quinton de Kock, his form from the first matches, 5 matches, he has played 5 matches. Chris Lynn did amazing. Do you think he should substitute for Lynn?
yeah. Like I mentioned earlier as well, that his form is bit a concern. Like in last season as well, he was struggling in the first 4 matches. Then we got a match at Sharjah, and then he got going because of the batting pitch at Sharjah, and then from he scored really well. So I guess he should be. I guess he should be dropped because see how much time you can give a player. It's been 5 matches and Lean is performing really well. So to balance the side and the explosive start which MI needs, Degog is not providing the explosive starts. So it's very crucial to bring Lean today to open the innings and Ishan Kishan with the gloves behind the stumps.
Definitely, we see Ishan Kishan behind the gloves, and you would, I think, what
So you're saying
the
you're gonna
way,
give us more buys? Nice.
I
No, it's
mean,
not like that.
just let me finish it. I mean, the way Chris Lynn played in the first innings, I think that would be really helpful for MI to give a great start to the match if they're batting. And as for
Yeah.
Sachit's view, more buys by Ishan Kishan's side. What do you have to say?
Ishan Kishan, see, he's been a match winner for us. But see, backing up players is very important in the first. He has been struggling, like the strike rate is below 50, 40s, like a bit of test knocks where we are also on the social media. But we all know how consistent he has been for Mumbai Indians. Last year, our leading run scorer, the 50 on debut, the international debut against England in the Ahmedabad T20. So backing him is very important. Like he's been a match winner for us. What can I say now?
He's been a match winner with
Well,
the bat, hasn't been a match winner behind the stumps. So that's
Yeah,
the
look,
advantage for us.
he was doing the decent job in 2018 season with the gloves, and he just badly got hurt in his near his eye. So he was doing a great job. I expect him to get going because of the Firozshah Kotla pitch. At least it's not a Chepauk pitch. I'm very happy to say that.
all the Mumbai Indians fans and the players are happy as well. Here's a question from Rakshit. I heard Rassi van der Dusen is in quarantine. So do you see him playing the next match, Sachin?
Not right now. I mean, if David Miller plays a good knock today, then I don't think he'll. I don't think they'll opt for Rassi van der Dussen yet. But if David Miller fails, then I think they don't have a choice. They have to go for van der Dussen because David Miller has failed in a couple of games. But last match he showed some glimpses of good batting.
Good
So
batting,
if
yeah.
he plays a good knock today, then I don't think they need somebody like Dussen. But if he doesn't, then they'll have to go for him.
Well, I hope you have your answer there, Rakshit. Omkar, do we see Rahul Chahar's impressive bowling again today?
Yeah, definitely. He's been a go-to bowler in Chepauk as well, and the Firozshah Kotla pitch also favors the spinners. So, would like to see him perform today as well, like the 2-3 quick wickets and with the economy of 5 to 6 will give us a great momentum against RR.
Economy of 5 to 6 those wickets have to come in the power play, I suppose. I mean, if the Mumbai side
See,
has to.
Rahul Chahar mostly bowls in the middle overs, so we can choke the runs from one end, and we have got Jayant Yadav who can bowl in the power play if he is not dropped from the playing 11 due to the 4 overseas slot available in this Delhi pitch. So the Jayant Yadav can bowl in the power play and Rahul Chahar in the middle.
Well, definitely that's an idea. I wanna know your any changes in your respective teams today.
I think one change that I can expect is Jaydev Unadkat sitting and Shreyas Gopal coming in, because it's a turning track, because Arun Jaitley Stadium is a turning track, I mean the pitch over there. So I think Shreyas Gopal would be a good option because he also has a good record against Mumbai Indians.
Shreyas Gopal definitely a good option. We have already discussed about that. Yeah, he should play. He should definitely play. As for Mumbai Indians, do you see any changes today?
Yeah, I would really like to see Jimmy Nisham, so that the middle order collapse doesn't happen today. He has been a very good player for New Zealand, contributing all the three departments: batting, bowling, and fielding. So Jimmy Nisham in place of Krunal Pandya or Hardik Pandya would be really good. And personally, I want Chris Lynn to play open with Rohit Sharma tonight.
Well, definitely. I mean, the way Quinton de Kock has obviously played, Chris Lim definitely needs to get a chance at least to prove himself. If not, this was on the first day we discussed कि यार Chris Lynn बाहर जा रहा है क्यों क्योंकि यार de Kock आ गया, and Lynn has no problem with it obviously. But after this performance from de Kock, Chris Lynn definitely needs a chance.
Yeah, like I mentioned in the first match as well, like after the first match, like it will be too harsh to just drop him after one game. Like he was the top scorer in your first match, and so dropping him will be a bit harsh. But it's okay. The team management, what they have done, it's fine. We have to accept the decisions.
Yo, guys, your toss predictions, Sachin.
I think I think Rajasthan would rather prefer to bowl first because they've won several matches chasing against Mumbai, and also the two matches that they've won this season, they've won chasing. So I think it would be a better option for them to bowl first. They have a quality bowling lineup to restrict Mumbai to a low score, and if they know what they're chasing, I think it gets easier for them instead of setting a target without being sure of what is enough. So I think chasing a target is much easier for them. They've done it well this season. They've done it well in previous seasons as well. So I think they won't hesitate to bowl first.
They have done it well with Mumbai as in before. So yeah, I think they won't. Omkar, do you think you would want to give Rajasthan the chance to go with their plans?
Yeah, look, I mean, in the last all the 6 matches we have played against Rajasthan since 2018, they have been chasing. So I would like to do the reverse today. If the pitch is like yesterday's pitch, the match between CSK and SRH, the ball was coming onto the bat very nicely in the second innings, as we saw the dominance of Ruturaj Gaikwad. So would really love to chase the game as well, and we can restrict them to a decent total. Like apart from Josh Butler, the explosive wicket-keeper batsman they have got, we can the other batting lineup is seem to be a bit weak, so we can restrict them with the quality bowlers we have.
May I remind you, Chris Morris has a brilliant record in in Arun Jaitley Stadium. He's got an 82. He's got a 50 against Mumbai itself. So we have a
He
pretty
may
solid.
have got a 50, but he may have got a 50, but we have got Bumrah and Bolt and Rahul Chahar. So
It's against the same bowlers that he scored. So
yeah, the form is different, the match is different, the game is different.
And so is the pitch. I mean, you guys have, the confidence you guys have in your players is really amazing. Chris Morris needs to work today. I suppose you don't want to hear another 16 crore joke.
definitely not. I mean, after the last match, I think he's proved himself. Both the matches that RR have won, they've won because of Chris Lynn. The 30 runs that he scored against DC, the 4 wickets that he picked up against KKR in the last match, they've won because of him. So I think they've made a brilliant investment of that 16 crores. And if you also see, there were several teams apart from RR who were interested in him. That's why the price went that high. So everybody in IPL knows what Chris Morris is capable of. So I think there's no doubt that he's been a match winner for RR and he will continue to do so.
Well, definitely, Chris Morris is a big factor in today's match. Well, here's a question from Dushan. Could Coulter Nile be better because he is much better with ball? And what do you have to say about that? And quite explosive with bat sometimes.
Yeah, Kulturnal is a very good bowler. He can bowl 2 to 3 overs in the power play and his remaining spell in the death. So he has been contributing us in the 2013 season, and we have got and in the last season as well. In the last season, in the match against Punjab in the double super over match, Kulturnal really contributed well with the bat as well. So would really love to see him as well. But I would, seeing the middle order chaos and the collapse, I would really love to see Jimmy Nisham. No offense against Kulturnal.
Yeah, no offense against any of the player, but yeah, we'll definitely see somebody new this time. Well, we haven't gotten a toss. It's 301, and don't know who has won.
The
Here it is.
news has come.
Here it is. Mumbai has won the toss and chose to field. Omkar, your views on
Yeah,
that?
as I expected.
Sachin, happy
Disappointing.
with what Mumbai-
No, definitely not. I mean, we've won 5 games chasing, so it's disappointing to bat first, but I think they can still manage. They still have a brilliant batting attack. Josh Butler has a good record against Mumbai. Sanju Samson has a good record against Mumbai. So I think they can definitely set up a good total, and their bowling lineup is really good to defend it.
Well, there's another
But you
news.
don't have Archer, man.
That's a loss. That's definitely a huge loss. I mean,
Definitely a loss.
even
I
Ben
mean,
Stokes for that matter. Even he could
Because
come in with a couple of
Ben
overs.
Stokes and Archer, because Ben Stokes and Archer were very much effective against us in the last 2 seasons. Like since 2018, Archer has been a nightmare for Mumbai.
Absolutely.
Definitely, man.
That's
Well,
a huge loss. And also Ben Stokes scored a brilliant 100 last time against Mumbai. So
Yeah.
both of them are huge losses. I've been saying it. I mean, all of us have been saying it from the very beginning. Both of them, they were definitely our most important players, and losing them is a huge loss. But then again, I think what they have right now is still pretty formidable. So I think RR still are just as strong. And we lost Jofra Archer, but we do still have Chris Morris, who has been just as effective. So I think it's not that big a deal. We're good right now.
Jofra Archer definitely destructive against a lot of teams. Chris Morris is your like a go-to right now if Jofra Archer is not in. But we have another news here from Mumbai. Kishan is out and playing is Nidal Kuntur Nail, I guess, instead of Kishan. Omkar, what do you have to say about that? It's a big surprise for me, if
I
you
guess,
ask me.
yeah, for me, if you take my opinion, it will be a bit harsh because for Kishan to sit out, it will be a bit unfair. We should have dropped one of the Pandya brothers because they have not performing well. Kishan had a decent start, but in the last 2 matches he failed miserably with the strike rate below 50. So okay, if it is Kishan has been dropped, Paulie will bat at number 4, which will give him more balls to play. And once he's settled, he goes on and on. So I really want a big knock from the big fella.
Definitely, could get to see one. See, I have one question for Sachit now. Who's going to be your highest run scorer? Who do you think it could be?
I think Josh Butler, because he's been spectacular with Mumbai. I've been saying it from the very beginning. Josh Butler or Sanju Samson, both of them. Sanju Samson is the leading run scorer among these two teams. So obviously, I would expect both of them to score. And because Sanju Samson has also been in form with the 41, he must have gotten a lot of confidence. I think both of them are absolute threats to Mumbai right now.
Yeah, ये दोनों चल गए तो लगेगी मुंबई की. Omkar, highest run scorer?
I really want Hitman, man, a captain to lead from the front because of the starts he has got and the century in the last one. Like बैटिंग पिच पे खेल के कोई भी ऑरेंज कैप ले सकता है. कंसिस्टेंसी 40-40 मार के चेप ऑफ पिच पे दिखाया उस बंदे ने. So I really want to see Hitman in his prime form. The way he dominates the bowlers and he goes and on and on. So really want him to score big.
Definitely. I mean, नाम उसका Hitman उसी वजह से है कि भाई होता बहुत है करके.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely want to see him like that. Sachit, highest wicket taker from your side.
I think I'm gonna back Chris Morris.
Yeah, after previous match, I think 4 wickets.
I think
Then
all the
100
matches that he's
Chris
played, he's
Morris.
done really well. He's just gone one match without wickets. So definitely, I think Chris Morris is the one I would back.
Omkar, Chris Morris could do
Uh,
amazing.
I really want Bumrah to get in his mode. Bumrah, definitely.
But if the pitch favors the spinners, do you think there would be different outcomes from your side as for bowlers?
See, we have got Coulter-Nile. Coulter-Nile does require swing and seaming conditions like Wankhede Eden Garden. So I guess the pitch will be similar to yesterday. It will be good for pacers as well, and also it will be beneficial for the batsmen. So bringing in Coulter-Nile will be good, and Rahul Chahar also is in good touch. So want all the bowlers to perform their best. Desperate win for us.
It is a desperate win, for both the teams. Well, Ronak Kedia has put on the team that Mumbai is going to play with. Quinton de Kock is playing. There's Rohit Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, Kyron Pollard, Kunal Pandya, Nathan Coulter-Nile, Jayant Yadav, Rahul Chahar, Jasprit Bumrah, and Trent Bolt. I mean, RR is obviously unchanged, and there's only one change in Mumbai, and that's a surprising change for me. I mean, Ishan
Yeah.
Kishan gone, Coulter-Nile. Well, but let's see, they might have thought of something. Well, it was great talking to you guys. It was amazing. The confidence you both have in your teams is really good. May the best team win.
So you're hoping for
Pata nahi
RR
kaun
to
si
win.
best
Good.
team.
We have got 5 trophies. We are the defending champions, and we are
You
chasing this
also
time,
have
not
two losses
defending.
in a row.
That's
आसान नहीं
okay.
होगा हाँ you also have 2 losses आसान दोनों टीम के लिए नहीं होगा but
We
if
have
you're playing
we
against
know
the
we
defending
are known
champions.
for the comeback.
Yes, sorry, can you repeat that, Omkar?
We are known for comeback. Like we have lost 5 in a row and qualified for the playoffs. So losing 2 in a row, it's okay, but we'll definitely bounce back today.
You're
And
already on
the
our path to
overseas,
come back. So.
it's okay. Just the early matches. MI always starts a bit slow, and then we all know what they does. So definitely would really love to get going from this match as well.
Well, it's good. It was good to talk to you. Have a great match, guys. I mean, enjoy the match. Good luck to you.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
Thank you. See you.
Yeah, thank you. All the best, Sachin.
All the best to you.